Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are back here in the GT Spec series at Daytona, and we are, obviously at Daytona there's always a bunch of super fast cars, right? So you got the 935, the Lexus, the Lambo, the Lexus, a Ferrari, a Lambo, the other Ferrari that's even faster. So yeah, you guys get the idea. The Merc, which is, very competitive too, or whatever. But we are going to go for something that almost nobody picks, which is the C7. The tune is by G1M Pointed. The only thing I did was take the front arrow all the way off. The design is by, Clamp Guy. You guys already know. In practice, I ran a 144.2, so we would have qualified in 4th, which is not too bad in this company given the car we're in. So, yeah, let's go ahead and hop in here and see how we do. Alright, here we go. Real quick, while I have you guys, if you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll leave it a like. If you're new around here, you haven't already, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. That was an interesting start there. And if for whatever reason you have a desire to see my face, please feel free to stop by one of the live streams. If you are seeing this right after it comes out, I am probably live. So anyway, here in P16, jeez, dude, what is happening here? This NSX has some interesting racing lines. Alright, let's see what kind of speed we can get with some draft here, because I did not have any draft at any point during practice. Oh, we're flying. Yeah, I would say we have good pace in the draft. So I think as long as we can stay in it, we'll be good to go. Jeez, dude. Oh, God. That could have been really bad. Lost a ton of pace, but better than collecting a huge penalty by hitting somebody, getting accused of avoidable contact only for it to be unavoidable. Alright. Guess something happened between those two. Alright, so we're out of the draft of the car behind again. We're just inside the Lambo's draft. I don't know how long we'll be able to stay in it, but hopefully just long enough. Oh yeah. I think this car might be a little underrated here, guys. Jeez, man. Well, winning a drag race against the GT there. Okay. See if we can catch back up to the Lambo here. Try to get away from that NSX behind. I actually made up a little bit of time. We're gonna lose it all through this next section, but we'll keep pushing. Definitely gained a bunch of time on those guys behind. We're in the top 10. Still early here in the race. Only lap 3 of 17. Let's not mess this up a whole bunch this time. Oh, not quite fast enough through there to get into the draft of the Lambo here. Somehow we're maintaining pace, which is, I guess that dude's got a lot of downforce on that thing. Yeah, because we just gained. Now we're in the draft. I mean, look at that. We're doing 185? That's not too bad, man. Not too bad, considering the stigma around this car being super slow. I don't know. I feel like it might not be as slow as it's made out to be. Alright. Just kind of letting the Lambo drag us along here, up through the field. Pulling away from that Porsche behind. Closing in on P5 in this vet here. Good racing here. We got a 488 challenge behind us now, which is going to be pretty much impossible to keep behind us, but oh wow, do we really have the pace on C8 behind in a straight line in the draft? Jeez, dude, the Ferrari is so insane. Hey, GG to everybody through that section there. That was nice and clean. Nothing crazy. Jeez, dude, that was sketchy. That was close. Well, we know keeping up with this Ferrari is going to be impossible, but if we can stay close enough to get even a tiny bit of toe down the straight, that's certainly helpful. Hopefully through this next corner we can really close up on him here. Nope, not as much as I would have liked. We're not going to get much of a toe here, but something is better than nothing, I suppose. What, is this guy worried about me catching him in that car? Give me a break, bro. But yeah, here in P6 on lap 6. I think we can get 2 more laps out of these tires. Ferrari's going in, so he was on, probably on mediums. Maybe he was on hards. The Ferrari is certainly harder on the tires than the C7. Just hitting minor tire wear on the front right there. Alright, so here in the top 5, I think what I'm going to do is pit at the end of this lap, throw on some mediums, take that to lap, like through the end of lap 13, and then throw on softs for the last 4 laps. Yeah, because the front end did not want to turn in right there. I mean, I guess, like, do I extend the softs 1 lap, the mediums 1 lap, or the hards 1 lap? That's the question. Do I try a 1-stop? I don't know if we're fast enough for that. Gotta remember to refuel too. Started with a little bit lighter fuel load to try to help with tire wear. Looks like it did a decent job. We're here on lap 8, just hit moderate on the front right. I'll tell you what, I don't think we're going to because of this straight line section right here. But if by some miracle we manage to get within draft range of that Lexus between the Le Mans chicane and the pit, I may try to turn this into a one-stop. Yeah, we're not going to quite get it. Oh, I'm so tempted to try the one-stop, dude. I know this next lap is gonna suck, but like, do I do it? Pit lane here is so long. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. The leader hasn't gone in yet, so we're gonna stay out too. Alright, so yes, this lap is going to be really slow, but still faster than a pit stop. Alright. Yeah, the guy in first is in that busted Porsche, so I think that, I mean, he's just gonna get a completely free pit stop without even having to break a tiny bit of a sweat. So he's just so far in front. Alright, here we go. Hard tires and 8 laps of fuel. And we will see here how we fare. Hopefully we don't run out of fuel. That's really my biggest concern at the moment. I didn't want to put 11 laps in though, that was too much. So we'll risk it here with that 0.3. Maybe we saved a tiny bit right there on the pit lane exit, so I would love to get a top 5, but I don't know if we'll be able to do that. I think the top 5 up there are mostly in, you know, speed cars. So we'll have to see how that shakes out, but I think Rock Crawler, maybe Ragnard, might be the only 2 though in the top 5 that are trying the one stop. And we will be a little bit faster here on our second stint. You know, like toward the end of the stint than we were on the first stint, since we're, you know, we're going one less lap or whatever. That was bad. Should have downshifted to first, got the turn in, and then back up to second for the exit, but we'll try that on the next go around. Do it here, turn in, up to second. Alright, so 146.2 on hards. I mean, that was probably one of the laps where we had a big tow from the Lamborghini, if I had to guess. But, still, I think on hard tires in the C7, a fairly respectable time. That would put us on pace for a 144.2 or something like that on softs. So maybe a 144.5, I don't know, under the same conditions. Or I guess even faster, because I didn't have any draft when I ran the 144.5 in practice on softs. So maybe we could have got into the 143s with the draft on softs. But that's neither here nor there. We're on hards, we're going for the one stop. And we're gonna see if it pays off at all. As of right now, we are well behind 5th place and well ahead of 7th place. So we'll have to see how things shake out after the last round of pit stops. I mean, right now we're well within striking distance of a pit stop for Yoda. Maybe the car in front of him, I'm not sure. But it is such a long pit lane that, you know, the longer they wait to pit, the less their chances are of passing me by the end, assuming that they're going to pit one more time. Alright, so we just hit 5 laps of fuel remaining right before the finish line. And we have 5 laps to go. So, fingers crossed that we make it. Because it's gonna be close. My guess is if anybody is going to pit in front of us, it'll either be this lap for another set of mediums, or trying to stretch softs 4 laps, or it'll be next lap and going for softs. Alright, so that 488 challenge just went into the pits. I mean, dude is probably 4-ish seconds a lap faster than us. So, probably won't have much of an issue catching us by the end of the race, to be honest. So we're not going to have so big of a lead that he'll have much trouble overcoming it, you know what I mean? We're out here hitting 180-ish on the straights, and dude's out here hitting 190 plus, no problem. Short shift a little bit here because I'm really starting to get concerned about fuel. It's already showing us 3 laps estimate, and we still have 3 and a little bit laps to go. So we are definitely going to be running on E by the end of the race. I don't want to short shift too much and sacrifice too much time, but I am getting concerned. See, now it just popped up 3 laps, and we still have this straight. You know, we're further back now than we were when it told us 5 laps. We seriously might run out of fuel, like right at the line, or just before it, which would really suck. Dude, don't give me a penalty. Thank you. Maybe we can get a little bit of tow from the Ferrari behind down the start-finish straight, and it'll help us. Well, or maybe not. Did short shifting help there? I haven't seen the 2-lap thing pop up yet. Did I miss it? Dude, if it happened way earlier in the lap and I missed it, I'm gonna be really disappointed. There's one lap of fuel remaining right there. Dang, dude, the guy in first finished a minute ahead of everybody else. That's so dumb. So there you go, proof that the Porsche is broken. Right there. And just how broken it is. It's absolutely insane. And we just made it on fuel across the line for a podium in the C7, moving up 16 spots, guys. Don't sleep on the C7, man. I'm telling y'all, it's good. Just fast enough and just good enough on tires to make that one stop work. And certainly gained positions as a result. Had we been in the Ferrari Challenge, I'm pretty sure we could have been challenging for first place. You know, I've run in the 141s before. A 142.7 is certainly doable. So, yeah. This is actually one of the better races I've been able to get at Daytona recently. Typically, we have way more people than this quit. Had a race last night that started with 14, or started with 24 people, and we ended with 8. So that was fun. But in this one, it looks like we had 14 or 15 people finish, which is really cool. I say finish. They didn't quit. I know there was a bunch of people that just DNF'd there at the end, but that's because this dude in the Porsche was crazy fast. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed that video, I hope you'll leave it a like. If you're new around here, you haven't already, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to catch y'all in the next one.